channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley and I do homemaking style videos such as organization, I do cleaning motivation, tons of decor videos, and I do some DIY like household projects and just DIY projects here and there as well. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love for you to join my YouTube community by hitting that subscribe button down below. Y'all, today we are decorating for Christmas. I'm so excited. It's my favorite holiday. I always say my favorite season is fall. My favorite holiday is Christmas. So today is a very special day in the Higgins household, and I'm excited to bring y'all along with me and share with you some decorating ideas, some style ideas. Hopefully you can get some new fun ideas for your home. And I can't wait to jump right in. So I'm going to end this intro here, and I'm gonna jump right in, y'all. We're gonna just get to decorating because there is a lot to do. And as you can see, I already took down fall. I did want to mention one more thing before we jumped into this video. Today's video is in collab with a bunch of us ladies from Brianna K's YouTube course. Y'all, we made a huge playlist with all of our clean and decorate with me videos, including Brianna K's video. So I'm actually gonna link that playlist in the description box below. That way, after this video, y'all can go check that out and just get tons of inspiration from the other ladies. All right, y'all, let's get started. Okay, so I do transfer some of my decor throughout the seasons. These I'm definitely gonna use for Christmas. I use these for fall. This I used for fall. I'm obviously gonna use all this for Christmas as well. I'm actually gonna leave these books here. If you saw my fall clean and decorate with me video, which I'll link that in the description box below, I'll actually just link that playlist down below. You would have seen that I had, well, originally I had these candles and then I swapped them out and I used these candles. So I'm gonna transfer those over to my Christmas decor. I need to take off those words, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep that up or not. If I do, I'll change out the words. So this is part of my fall floral collection, but I think I can get away with using these for Christmas. This is some new stuff that I got. I didn't get a whole bunch, but if you saw, I did a Christmas shop with me in a haul last week. That's kind of how I kicked off my series. And I went through an antique shop, like a flea market antique shop. I went to the Target dollar spot. And so I also did, like I said, a little mini haul. So I will link that video in the description box below as well. And that way you can kind of see what's all in that. Okay, so my wreaths are in these little bins right here. And I actually need to take this out because this is the wreaths that I'm gonna use for my kitchen, which once again, you'll see how I'm gonna do that because I am gonna be decorating my kitchen today. I don't know if Walmart has it this year, I'm sure they will, but this was only $10 at Walmart. It went so fast. Like I went back to get another one like a week later and it was gone. This was last year, of course. So if you see it, snag it up. It was only $10 last year and I really love it. So I do suggest it. It does get a little bit messy, but I mean, you just can't beat it for $10. Okay, so I also have all these bins I need to go through, and I still have bins that are up in the movie room. But y'all, I'm just gonna start going through them and start decorating. So coming in the kitchen, I took the garland down, and I also took my homemade sign down. I'm gonna put something else in replace. It'll only be for Christmas. I'll put the homemade sign back up after Christmas, so you'll see that. And then I'm gonna style this corner all up as well. So let's get started. All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna start out by lighting this candle that smells so good. Y'all, it smells like Christmas Day. I got it from Target. It's cashmere cinnamon with notes of warm amber and orange, but I have the candle lit to set the mood and I'm going to get to cleaning. Now, I'm gonna start by decorating the fireplace. I'm just giving it a good wipe down before I do. Like I mentioned earlier, I already had taken down my fall decor, so I have a clean slate to work with. Now I just need to wipe down the space. So I'm just gonna add these command strips to the fireplace mantle so I can hang my garland.
We'll be warm, sitting by the fire and dream.
Y'all, there is nothing sadder than when a YouTuber goes to edit a video and finds out they have missing footage, but literally all I did was just hang the garland over the command hooks and then I got to decorating the mantle. So I decided to add some birch logs to the top of the mantle. I feel like we're used to seeing them at the bottom of the fireplace, so I thought I'd switch it up a little bit and bring some above the fire and then build around it with some houses, Christmas trees, and candles. So just about everything you see on this mantle is from Hobby Lobby or the Target dollar spot.
Chimneys and the candles have a certain glow. A secret and a song, even church bells sing along.
Now these candles that I'm setting out are battery operated, and they do have a remote so you can turn them on and off at the same time instead of having to turn each and every one of them individually on and off. And I actually got those on Amazon, so I'll link those in the description box below.
How lucky can this old heart be? And I fall into peace and silence on a very special Christmas Eve.
So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put these little stocking hangers. I just got some flat ones that I can kind of hide under the garland, just because I already have so much going on in the fireplace. I didn't really need decorative hangers. So I have these little flat ones. I think I got them at Walmart several years ago. I'm sure they still have them. They were only a few bucks at the time, but I'm gonna use these to hang my stockings. So I have 2 stockings, one for me and my husband. They're just like this white faux fur. And then this one is for our little doggie. She has the knitted gray one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the top, and then I'm gonna move down to the bottom of the fireplace.
Stars up above, they are shining with love, listening to this song playing on, listening to this song playing on.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day.
So the flocked garland, even though it's beautiful, it is a little bit messy, so I'm just gonna sweep and vacuum up all of the residue from the garland. And heads up, y'all, I ended up having this flocked garland all over my sweater and pants and hair for the whole rest of the day, so you'll have to excuse the fact that I look like I was rolling around in a flocked garland garden of some sort.
We gather around the fireplace and no
So like I had mentioned earlier, I am going to keep the open books and candles that I had used for my fall decor for my Christmas setup. However, I'm going to be swapping out the rest of the decor, such as the sign that was in the basket, and I cannot remember where I got the December 25th sign. I think it may have been the Target dollar spot last year, or maybe it was Hobby Lobby. I cannot remember for the life of me. Nonetheless, it is super cute.
but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come.
So I got the wooden vase you see here at Target in the flocked greenery. I'm going to be placing inside of it is from Hobby Lobby.
Put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace.
Okay friends, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking this fireplace just needs one little extra touch of something. So I was thinking, you know what would be cute is some logs in a little basket. And my mother-in-law had given me a bag of baskets, so I thought this one would be perfect. I didn't know it could be too small. And I have some logs that I got from, I think these actually are from Walmart. They're either from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I'm just gonna lay them in. And then, so that right there is the cherry on top. I'm very happy. I feel like the fireplace is officially complete.
Yes, every time the snow is
So I'm just moving over to the side cabinet in the living room. It's to the left of my fireplace, and I'm going to keep it somewhat simple. I'm just going to add a cute basket tray and then place a book inside of it so I can give the candle and snow globe height, being that the tree I placed behind it does not need any help at all. And so are the candles that I placed beside the basket, so they didn't need any help at all.
Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget
All right, my favorite part, we're moving over to the kitchen, but before I get to decorating, I'm just gonna give everything a good wipe down. I'm gonna start out by putting this Santa Claus cookie jar that I got last year, I think from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm just going to place a cute little White House next to it.
Feeling now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my...
Now we are moving on over to the other side of the stove, and as you can see, I kept my grandma's recipe book out, and I'm also bringing back the basket.
I've been busy decking the halls. I've been kind to big and small, and now it's time to have a merry...
I'm just going to add in more winter greenery.
What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol.
So now I'm just adding this miniature rolling pin and wooden Christmas tree, and the wooden Christmas tree I got from Target Dollar Spot this year.
Spring and summer, they're all fine. But I've been waiting for the season that's mine. So let it come.
I thought it'd be really cute to stack these wooden spoon holders again, and I'm going to be placing a copper coffee cup with some mini wooden rolling pins inside. Now I'm just adding some plates that I actually found from Goodwill, and it reminded me of the 1990s, so I snagged them up and I'm gonna use them here, even though I'm about to cover them with some Santa bowls.
We can see the snowflakes fall. I can hear the sleigh bells.
All right, so I wanted to show y'all this really quick. I'm going to be doing 2 small wreaths above my stove. I usually do one kind of mid-sized one above my microwave, but I'm going to do 2 small flocked wreaths for Christmas.
And Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Okay, y'all ready to see what I'm going to put in replace of my homemade sign? So, wooden sign, but it's painted red and it says Merry Christmas. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up and let me show you how I'm gonna do it. All right, y'all, so how I'm gonna hang this sign is, so it is a little bit heavy, not too terribly heavy, but it is enough to want to make sure that we placed some command strips just in the right spot to help carry the weight so it doesn't fall. But all we're gonna do, so it's kind of like this Velcro material, and my husband came up with this idea, so I can't really take credit. So I'm just gonna match the strips, and I'm going to press in it. So once it's on good, I'll put the rest on, peel the stickers off the back, and then I'm gonna place it where I want, and once it's exactly where I want it to be, I'll apply pressure, hold it there for a little bit, and then let go, and it'll stick to the back of the wall, and it'll stay up all season. What I like about this is it has a place where you can hang, but I think it looks much better and much cleaner whenever you do it this way.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day.
All right, y'all, I am so happy with how this has all turned out. I'm gonna show you a little overview here in a second and let you kind of look at the details. But first, I wanted to mention, I noticed that there's a lot of red down here. So it's very red on the bottom, and up top, we have the greenery. There's nothing wrong with that, it looks fine. I did wanna add just a little bit of red to tie it in to the bottom here. So what I like to do is always have one of these on hand for decor, but I also like to have one on hand so that I can just go through. So I can just go through and cut off little pieces. So I can just snap off or cut off little pieces so I can add touches to places that I think are a little bit void. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these. I'm just gonna add one little tiny touch of it to the wreaths and then call it a day. So I'm literally just gonna tuck it in here. And literally it's just the smallest touch, but I feel like it made a big difference and it really flows better all together. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the other one to this side. I'm just gonna kind of tuck it in. And there we go. Honestly, now that I have both of them in, it really does tie in the entire space. So, like I said, those little details sometimes make the biggest difference.
Every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.
right, y'all, so the house is so Christmassy and cozy. It's dark and cool outside, and it just was really putting me in the mood to make a fun little cozy Christmassy treat. So stay tuned. We are going to make a thick Italian hot chocolate. It is literally the best hot chocolate in the world. So what you're going to need to make this is powdered sugar, cocoa powdered unsweetened, about 3.5 ounces of dark chocolate, which I did not have, so I improvised. And you'll also need a cup plus 1 tablespoon of whole milk, cornstarch, so you're just going to start out by adding 1/4 cup milk and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch to a bowl, mix it up good, and then set it to the side.
And it is cold outside. We gather around the fireplace, and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim.
Now, I probably should have cut the chocolate before I mixed my milk and cornstarch together, but that's okay. I'll just mix it back up again before I add it to the rest of the milk later. But right now I'm just taking my chocolate and I'm chopping it up into fine pieces. And as you can see, I'm using chocolate candy chips, and it actually still turned out really delicious, but ideally you would want a really good quality dark chocolate. But this is just kind of what I had on hand, and it ended up working just fine. Now you're going to take your saucepan and add in the rest of the milk into the pan. Bring that milk to a boil, then turn your stove on low and whisk in your milk and cornstarch mixture. Then you're going to gradually add in your cocoa powder and your powdered sugar. Honestly, this is kind of a similar method as cooking gravy, which makes sense because Italian hot chocolate is much thicker than your just regular old instant hot cocoa. Now you're going to add in the chocolate you chopped up and whisk that all up for a few minutes until you get that thick, creamy texture. Now you're just going to get your favorite hot cocoa mug, and honestly, I used a large mug for decoration, but you're gonna wanna use a much smaller mug because this drink is very rich. But you're just going to take your mug and dip the rim of the mug into dipping chocolate. Let that cool and then add in your thick Italian hot chocolate.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles.
Now I'm gonna top it off with some whipped cream and marshmallows. Y'all, I'm not kidding. This is the most delicious hot cocoa that you will probably ever have. And once again, you're not going to need this much. This is technically about 2 or 3 servings worth, but y'all, it ended up being so delicious. And if y'all end up making this, tag me on Instagram. I'll link my Instagram handle in the description box below.
Remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna show you an overview of how all the Christmas decor lights up in the evening, and then I'll show you an overview of the shiplap that my husband just added as I was editing this video. So I'm gonna give you a little peek. It's not finished, we still need to caulk it and paint it, but wanted to give you a little peek on how it looks.
It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk.
Y'all,
outside.
what do you think? I am so in love with how the shiplap turned out behind these built-in shelves. I cannot be more grateful that my husband installed these for me. I am so very happy. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what my tree looks like, as we did put it up already, but I did not decorate it yet. However, as for today's video, I am going to wrap it up. And y'all, don't forget to check out the Christmas Clean and Decorate with Me playlist. I just know these ladies are going to have some amazing ideas for you, so I will have it linked in my description box below. And I'll see y'all next time.
Love